12 signs of emotionally strong people. What images do you conjure up in your mind when you consider the concept of emotional strength? Your mind probably conjures up an individual who is cool as a cucumber in the midst of crisis, someone who is unfazed by setbacks and can handle any situation that arises. The ability to control one's emotions is one definition of emotional strength. It calls for resilience and the ability to pick yourself up after a setback, as well as composure in the face of criticism and defeat. One of the most important things in life is the ability to maintain one's emotional stability. A person's life can be made or broken by this force. Those who possess it are endowed with extraordinary powers. Others may never realize their full potential if they don't. This video shows that you have superior emotional intelligence and are able to handle difficult emotions better than the average person. We go over how developing these characteristics might lead to a more fulfilling and fruitful existence. So, let's not waste any more time and get started. Number 1, it's important not to worry about the little things. The truth is that we're all human and have our flaws. However, some of us are better than others at letting go of little matters. Most people allow themselves to get anxious because they let external factors affect them. They don't do anything productive with their time, but instead sit about fuming about how terrible life is. You're probably tougher than most people if you can get through an entire day without getting worked up about something trivial, like a fight that broke out in the Starbucks queue or a tweet that made you feel bad about yourself. Number 2, you have no problem with physical touch. It's common knowledge that many people have a phobia of close relationships. So many things could be to blame for this: anxiety about being turned down, about showing weakness, about getting wounded. The examples are endless. If you can get close to someone without feeling threatened, you probably have more emotional strength than the average person. Let's be clear, though, just because you have a robust emotional constitution doesn't imply you're immune to pain. To be able to heal from injuries and go on with your life after they occur. Number 3, you can put off instant satisfaction. People often cave to their emotions, especially urges, impatience, and FOMO. But if you can delay gratification in order to achieve a greater good in the future, you have strength other people lack. In truth, it takes a great deal of mental and emotional fortitude to choose long-term goals over immediate gratification. Being able to put off instant gratification pays dividends in the long run, allowing you to make more well-informed choices regarding your career, finances, and personal life. Number 4, you are immune to the bad vibes of others. It's simple to become preoccupied with what other people think and say. When you're feeling sad, it helps to be a part of the action. And yet, it's simple to let the words of others hurt you. It takes courage to put some emotional distance between yourself and the hurtful comments and recognize them for what they really are: empty words. It's equally important to be emotionally intelligent. Plus, you now know how to keep your cool when confronted with a torrent of unpleasant emotions. Number 5, you take pleasure in the success of others. One common human trait is envy of another's achievement. They may even perceive it as a danger. However, you are unquestionably more emotionally robust than the average person if you can still be glad for others, while they are doing better than you. You know better than to use others' failures to boost your own self-esteem and that life is not a contest. Number 6, the final say is not necessarily yours. The impulse to be the last one to speak is ingrained in the human psyche. A need to justify one's position and justify oneself drives this person. Nonetheless, if everyone was always righteous, nothing would ever get done. There are always going to be two sides to every argument, and no one is going to always agree with you. If you don't get the last say, it doesn't make you a pushover. It merely means you make the conscious decision to let go and go on, even if it's not easy. Because of this, you are a more powerful individual than the majority of people. Number 7, you enjoy your own company and have no trouble being alone. Lots of people need constant reassurance from another human being. So many people fear boredom, loneliness, and mental breakdown if they spend too much time alone. On the other hand, you're in excellent company if you don't mind being alone. Yes, actually. When you can relax in your own company, it shows that you have faith in yourself and your current situation. That doesn't mean you don't enjoy other company, you just don't feel the need to seek out another individual in order to feel whole. Number 8, in other words, your connection to the social media platforms is totally normal. We're all aware that social media can be both a great way to meet new people and pass the time, and a stressful distraction. Social media has taken over people's life, leaving them with no time or interest in the real world. This leads to persistent nervousness and melancholy. People's relationships and careers are also impacted. The key to maintaining a healthy connection with social media is knowing when to log off, how much time is too much time, and how to regulate your mood in response to the stuff you consume. This demonstrates that you have superior emotional fortitude. Number 9, you know your limits and never go beyond them. It's easy to become bogged down in putting out fires, making sure everyone's pleased, and taking on more than we should in a world where so many people feel the need to be on all the time. However, there are occasions when it's better to simply decline the offer or postpone it. You are more emotionally resilient than the average person if you know your own boundaries and don't push yourself beyond them. You are well aware of your abilities and the limits to which you may push yourself. You aren't easily influenced, and you understand that putting your own needs first isn't egotistical but rather prudent. Number 10, you understand the importance of negotiation. Fighting is seen as something undesirable and should be avoided at all costs by the majority of people. However, the reality is that you may expect to encounter conflict at some point in your life. For this reason, finding a way to end hostilities is crucial. It's good for our development as people and for the health of our connections with others. Gaining stronger communication skills and establishing trust with others around us is possible when we learn to resolve issues constructively. However, few individuals come equipped with innate skills in dispute resolution. In other words, you'll need time, effort, and patience. If you're willing to try to make amends with someone who's wronged you, you're already in a better position than the vast majority of people. Number 11, when you let go of things that aren't beneficial to you anymore, you feel free. We can only do so much before we need to make a change, but it takes courage to recognize when something isn't working and to confess as much. Maybe it's time to move on from a dead-end job or a toxic relationship. Perhaps it's a lousy routine, a wrong opinion, or an incorrect assumption. Some people can feel so crushed under the weight of all their thoughts and feelings that they begin to believe they are actually going to drown. They can't seem to get out of their rut and are frustrated by the lack of progress. You have more emotional strength than the average person if you can let go of things that are no longer beneficial to you. Number 12, when people need someone to lean on, they come to you. Many people will look to you as a source of strength if you possess this quality. This is due to the fact that your friends and family have come to rely on you and welcome the support you provide them. When others are in a bind, they know they can come to you for guidance. This can be a challenge at times, but it's also a tremendous blessing that has numerous advantages. What you signify to others is significant. To be emotionally strong does not require you to always have a faultless attitude, rather, it means you can handle the inevitable ups and downs of life without losing your cool or your compassion. To encourage us to produce more videos like this one, a simple thumbs up or share will do. Click the subscribe button to receive updates when new videos are uploaded that match this category, and don't forget to activate the bell to receive notifications. Please view our other videos while you're here. Please enjoy the rest of the show.